Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Status Strength. I love strength work, and in some ways, I find it more soothing than yoga and flexibility work because they're very simple moves. They're not twisting or anything like that, and you just do repetitions of them. So, for this class, I am going to stick with that. Pattern of just very simple moves and a couple of very slow repetitions of the different exercises. I have some hand weights. I'm wearing some wrist weights that they're a pound and a half. I don't like using really heavy weights because I think it affects the ability to do the exercise correctly. So be mindful of how you feel and how much weight you're lifting. I get things like this at TJ Maxx. I think that is the greatest place to get things like that. They're cheap. There's always something there that some kind of dumbbell or something like that, and they're usually $5 to $7. So let's begin on the back with some mindful breathing. Gently bend your knees. And we'll just begin with diaphragmatic breathing. Inhaling into the belly, exhaling, allowing the belly to fall. Inhale into the belly, exhale, allow the belly to fall. Take a few more breaths. And notice how the exhalation, when you allow your belly to fall on the exhalation, it stabilizes your core. It stabilizes. You may feel your hips resting more heavily on the floor. See if you can coordinate resting your feet a little more heavily on the floor along with your hips. And you might as well take a look at your feet. Are they spread out? Are they turned in different directions? Can you make them, take a look at the inside lines, make the inside lines of your feet roughly parallel. And that way you know that you're putting about equal pressure on both feet. So I inhale, kind of let go, fill, exhale, pull the navel toward the spine, maybe press the feet into the floor, maybe press the shoulders into the floor. Last time here, inhale and exhale. And we're going to start with a chest fly. So bring your arms above your shoulders, just directly above your shoulders. As you exhale, pull the midline of your chest down to the floor. So I'm going to just demonstrate that where I can lift my chest and then I pull it down toward the floor. So as I inhale, I bring my belly and my chest rise. As I exhale, belly and chest pull down to the floor. So spread the arms as wide as you can. Exhale, pull the belly, the midline of the belly and the chest back down to the floor. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 2 more of these. 2, 3, 4. Bring the elbows together. 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now see if you can press your forearms together. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the elbows down toward the hips. You don't have to move anything. Just engage. One more time in. And as you exhale, we'll just relax the arms. From here, I'm going to have you come into a bridge. We've done a lot of these in the status hearing class. We'll start the bridge by sliding the feet back toward the legs. I'm going to reach down with my hands, and I just gently press into my feet. As I inhale, I'm going to fill the belly, come back down to the floor. As I exhale, inhale, 2, 3, 4, press into the feet, 2, 3, 4. Now check out your thighs, 3, 4. As you lift, reach your knees as far across the room as you possibly can. Take it down, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lift, 3. Push your feet into the floor, pull your chest toward your spine, pull your belly toward your spine. One more, in, 2, 3, 4, and lift, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and relax. From here, we're going to come up into an upright table pose. So in an upright table pose, we're lifting up onto the arms, working again through the glutes, but also extending through the shoulders and the fronts of the thighs. I got out of order there. Well, let's do this upright table pose. So we're just going to exhale up, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, and 4, and inhale, 2, 3. This will be our last repetition here. Hold and really push into the thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, pinky fingers. Now press into the palms and all 10 fingers. Inhale and relax. Last exercise on the back. These are just going to be shoulder rotations. So I'm going to start by bringing the elbows to a point where they're level. So I have a straight line from my right elbow to my left elbow. And I'm going to lift my elbows, pressing my hands into the floor as I exhale and pull the chest down away from the ceiling and pull the shoulders away from the ears. So inhale. Now I'm going to rotate the arms. See if I can raise those elbows just a fraction of an inch. Inhale, rotate, lift, release. Inhale, rotate, exhale, release. Inhale, rotate, lift, release. Last time. Inhale, rotate, exhale, lift, release. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, rotate, exhale, lift, release. Inhale, rotate, exhale, lift, release. Now this last one, make sure as much of your back is pressing into the floor as you can. Lift, release. Last time. Rotate, exhale, lift, and release. So we're going to go through all of those exercises one more time, a little more quickly. We'll just be doing 3 very slow repetitions. So let's start here with the bridge. Reach down for the finger, reach the fingers for the heels. We exhale on the way up. Inhale, 4, 3. Now use your entire foot. Exhale, press into your entire foot. 3 and 4. Inhale, down. 2, 3. Last time here. Exhale, up. 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Let's bring the arms up for that chest fly. Hands are directly above the shoulders. We open up the arms and exhale as we bring the arms together, as we pull the elbows together. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the chest and the stomach down to the floor. 3 and 4. And it's going to be really tempting to press into your feet. And I would encourage you, press into your back and your spine. That will help you isolate the chest a little bit better. Last time, up, 2, 3, and 4. Now press the forearms together. Bend the elbows at 90 degrees. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And relax. Coming into our upright table pose, we'll bring ourselves back to a sitting position. Fingertips point in toward the body. Now it's going to be easy also here to let the elbows come out to the sides. See if you can slide those elbows behind your shoulders. And from here, we do want to press into the feet again. So push up, 2, 3, and 4. Down, inhaling down. Exhale up, push into the feet. 2, 3, almost like your heels are sliding toward your hands. Last time up, 2, 3, and 4. Now hold this, tuck your tailbone toward the back of your knees, press thumbs, index fingers, little fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, all 10 fingers, and 2 palms. And inhale down, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come down to the floor. So I'm going to bring the elbows as straight as I can, elbow to elbow. And as I inhale, I'm going to rotate my arms. Exhale, lift, release. Inhale, rotate. 2, 3, and 4, and lift. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and lift, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I got off count. Inhale, 2, 3, and 4, and exhale. 2, 3, and 4, and inhale. 2, 3, and lift, and exhale. 2, 3, and 4, and lift right here, lift right here, lift right here. Now widen your elbows as much as you can and relax. That's such a little movement, but it can be very difficult. We're going to flip around onto the belly now. So first exercise we're going to do on the belly is the plank posture. Now, I'm just going to hold the plank for today. We've got a couple options for plank. Obviously, everybody knows it's the most difficult you can do to come onto your hands and feet, and you can even lift your feet or lift your arms or whatever you like. So that's one option. Second option is pushing the tops of the feet and the shins into the floor, walking your hands back so that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. We're going to rotate the elbows back toward the thighs. And then the last option is to walk the knees closer to the hands. And we're still going to keep the hands under the shoulders, but notice more of your weight is behind you. So you're not supporting as much of your weight when your knees are a little closer. So you choose what feels best for you. Now on the knees, if I come to 90 degrees at the knees, that's one level of difficulty. I could even walk my hips past my knees, and that's a little more difficult. So whatever is appropriate for you, we're going to hold this plank. Come into the plank. Press into all 10 fingers. Take a look at your fingernails. Are all of them facing the ceiling? They may or may not be. See what you can do. You may not be, if you have stiff hands or fingers, that may be difficult for you to do. Do your best. And as we exhale, we're going to pull the navel toward the spine and tuck the gluteal muscles down toward the heels. So inhale, fill the belly and the chest. Exhale, pull the belly and the chest toward the spine and tuck the hips. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, and 4. And inhale, fill the belly and the chest. As you exhale, squeeze your knees and your hands toward each other. As you inhale, push them apart. 2 and 1 last time. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to lie down onto the floor, onto the belly. We're going to come into some rear shoulder lifts. Now, with any type of shoulder work, it is so important to slide those shoulders away from the ears. And when my shoulders hunch forward like this, you can kind of see the rounding in my back. If I slide my shoulders back into the sockets, it flattens out my back. And that's where I want these shoulders to be when I'm doing any kind of strength move. I want them firmly tucked into the sockets, supported by the joint cup. So I'm going to bring my arms nice and wide, slide my shoulders down, secure them in the joint cup, and just lift for 1 and 2 and down and 2. Lift, 2 and down and 2. And exhale, 2. Inhale, 2. Last time. Exhale, 2, and inhale, and relax. So just give your shoulders a relaxation. Give them a rest. Those are hard. Those are hard. There's no doubt about it. Let's come up onto the forearms. Bring your elbows right underneath your shoulders. As you exhale, you're going to pull your navel toward your spine. So you're going to pull the navel away from the floor. And from here, we're going to exhale, 2, 3, and curl the feet. Inhale, release. 3, 2, and 1. And exhale, pull the navel back, pull the chest back, squeeze through the backs of the thighs. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. We got 2 more of these. 3, slide the shoulders back, down. 3, 2, and 1. Last 1, 2, 3, and 4. And inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. So take a moment here. You may find those to be kind of difficult too. Notice we don't have to do a whole lot if we're focusing on what we're doing. We're engaging as much of the body as we can. So we don't have to fly through it because we're not going to be here all day. Let's go ahead and come back up into our plank. Remember your variations. Feet, hips backward, hips over the knees, hips in front of the knees. Your choice. We'll hold this plank. As we exhale, again, tuck your shoulders down into the sockets. Take a deep breath, fill the stomach as you exhale. Pull the stomach and the chest toward the spine as you slide the hands and knees toward each other. So we'll inhale, fill, widen. The hands and knees can kind of push apart. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fill, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pull it back. Contract. 2, 1. Exhale in. Fill out the inhalation and exhale. Now hold it right here. Squeeze your hands together for 4 and 3 and squeeze and squeeze and relax. So give yourself a little rest here. We'll come into our rear delt raises again. So this is for the backs of the shoulders. We'll start by shrugging the shoulders back. And take a few breaths here. Exhale. Feel yourself pulling your chest toward your spine. Another cue that you can think about is pulling the pubic bone down toward your feet. That too will help you to avoid hunching through your shoulders. So shoulders are rotating backward, pubic bone pulls toward the feet. We're going to inhale up, 2, and down, 2. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Just keep the shoulders as square as you can. Keep reaching out through the fingers, 2, and lower. Let's try one more. Take it up, 2, and down, 2. Relax for a moment here. And we'll come into that hamstring curl. So working the backs of the legs. So again, we're going to slide shoulders back as we lift through the navel, lift the navel toward the spine. So, and at the same time, I'm going to pull my feet, my heels toward my buttocks. So take a moment here. Push into the forearms. And here we go. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 4, 3. So I'm pulling the pubic bone down toward the feet. And I'm sliding the outsides of my shoulders down toward the heels. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. All right. From here, we're going to come into a kneeling position. So what I've tried to do is present an exercise for each of the major body parts. And then I usually do I do multiple exercises for the shoulders because you can hit the shoulders at different angles. And they're all really important for just for helping us to manage tension. When the shoulders and the hips are weak, we start to contract and we can't balance it out with anything when we're not aware of what those muscles do or where they are. So we have resources that will help us. We just need to learn where they are and learn how to use them. And that, I think, is a cool thing about strength training. You will become more aware of your body and what it can do. So come to the kneeling position here. And I'm going to have you going to do side shoulder raises here. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of getting my shoulders loose so that they kind of dangle around my arms so that I'm not holding my shoulders too tightly. Sort of letting things flap around here. And I'm feeling the weights in my hands pulling a little bit. They're pulling my shoulders down a little bit. So I'm going to tuck those shoulders back into the sockets. That's what we were talking about before. And notice that takes some chest strength to hold those shoulders down into the sockets. At the same time, we're on the knees. And you're going to begin to feel those inner thighs before too long. So let's get started. As you inhale, just lift through the wrists and drop down. 3, 2, and 1. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2. And I'm kind of imagining there are strings on my elbows. And that helps me keep the shoulders very wide. Let's do 2 more. Up, 3, 2, 1, down, 3, 2. Last time, exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We're going to come into Virasana or hero pose. Hero pose in yoga is just that sitting position where we're on the sitting on the heels. Now, if this is difficult for you, you have a couple of options. You can turn the toes under. If you turn the toes under, make sure that you press the heels together and the knees together so that you can support some of your weight. If you have very tight feet, this might get difficult. So pressing the knees and the heels together will help you support. And the same if you choose to point your toes. Press the shins together and that will help you support. Or you can always come back up onto the knees. So with this one, we're going to combine Virasana with a shoulder press. So the shoulder press, I'm going to start with my elbows straight across. And I'm just going to play with my shoulders a little bit. Drop them away from the ears. As I exhale, pulling my chest away from my chin, pulling my shoulders away from my ears. So I'm going to inhale. As I exhale, inhale, come back down to 90 degrees. Exhale, push. Inhale, release. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that. Extend those arms as long as you can and drop down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So keeping those shoulders wide and again, working different angles of the shoulder. Let's come back to a table balance. All right, a table balance to work the lower back and upper back at the same time. We've done this before. As we inhale, we'll extend the right leg and extend the left arm. Exhale, pull the navel and the chest toward the spine. So inhale, lift if you want to, or just stretch. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up, 3, 2, and 1, and down, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the left shoulder toward the right hip, 3, 2, and 1, and push the right hand away from the left knee, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So again, we're going to come to the other side. That side that's lifting, that right hand is pulling away from the left foot. And I just realized too, you guys are opposite me. So we're going to one more and I'll be backward and then we'll switch it around. So the supporting hand and shin are pushing toward each other. The moving hand and foot are reaching away from each other. So here we go. Lift and exhale, 3, 2, and 1, and inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Now push away on the ground. I'm pushed toward and release. 3, 2, 1, and stretch. 3, 2, and 1, and release. 3, 2, and 1. Last time, stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Now, square off your shoulders. Tuck them into the sockets and release. 3, 2, and 1. And that was kind of difficult. And my shoulders are a little bit tired. So I'm going to go into my next series of exercises and then come back and do those shoulders one more time. So the next series of exercises are standing exercises. So I'm going to come up onto my feet, change my camera a little bit. And I have this foam roller here to help me with the bounce. And if I may need to just cut my own head off. I have this foam roller here to help me with the balance. If you're doing lunges, which is what we're going to get ready to do, when you're doing lunges, if you aren't balancing and your knees going all over the place, you really risk serious injury to your knee, and it's just not worth it. You're not strengthening anything. You're trying to mess with the balance. And there's nothing wrong with that if your intention is to mess with the balance. But right now, for my purposes anyway, my intention is to strengthen. And so maybe I'll find some balance here. Maybe I won't, but I'll have it here just in case. And I put that there because if I use my wall, you won't be able to see me. And the important thing is that you have some kind of support. So you can use your wall, or you can use a piece of furniture, or you can use a foam roller, whatever works for you. Now, can't quite see. My back toe is turned under. And I'm going to drop down. So I'm in a lunging, a kneeling position, right leg, left leg, supporting my weight. The right toe is turned under. From here, I'm going to lift my shin about 2 inches off the floor. I'm going to pause for a moment here. I really think it's important that you see the body rather than my head. So I might cut my head off. So I can rest my hands on my hips. And I already noticed that my left hip is hiked up a little bit, which is normal, which is if you have tight hips, that's going to happen. So push into the left foot. And all I'm going to do is lift slightly and push away with my right foot. So lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. 2 more. Lift, lift, and lower. Last time. Lift, lift, and lower. If you were able to keep that butt cheek tucked down toward your knee, you're going to get more strength work out of that. Let's go ahead and flip it around. So now I'm on my right foot, hands on the hips, already noticing that I'm kind of lifting through my right hip. So I'm going to try to level my hips the best I can. One way to do that is by resting the hands on the hips and trying to get them as parallel as possible to the floor. You may not be perfect. So I'm going to turn that toe under again. And everything pushes into the floor as I exhale and inhale. And if this is going too slowly, take a moment, just let go on the floor. And now do it again. Exhale and inhale. Push the feet away from each other. And inhale. Last time, exhale and inhale. And release. So we only did 4 on the other side. And from here, we're going to bring both hands to the butt cheeks and lift the chin away from the chest and just press the hip bones forward. Notice that when you press the hip bones forward, if you push your shins into the floor, you force yourself to contract through the buttocks. And that's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to reach backward. We're not trying to arch. We're just hardening the buttocks. So as we exhale, 2, 3, and push, inhale, 3, 2, and straighten. Exhale, 3, 2, and push, inhale, 3, 2, and straighten. Last one, exhale, 3, 2, and hold. And on your next inhalation, we'll come back up to an upright position. So we have about 10 minutes. We're going to move through all of that a little more quickly. Let's start again with the lateral raise with the shoulders. So loosening up the shoulders. Imagining a string being tied to the elbows. And the rest of the arms are just kind of limp. Tuck the shoulders into the shoulder socket. Lift up, 2. So I'm exhaling. And inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together and notice how that helps you support your back. 3, 2, and 1. Last time, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Hold this. Strengthen or straighten your arms as wide as you can for 4, 3, 2. Squeeze your inner thighs, and 1. And relax. Let's come into our balancing posture, that balancing table pose. Remember that the shin and the foot on the floor. I think I misspoke last time. I'm really sorry. We're pushing the hand on the floor away from the shin on the floor. At the same time, we're pulling the hand away from the foot on the opposite side. So we're going to come down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 4, push, 2, and 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, exhale and hold. Hold. Now push out through your right shoulder and inhale and relax. As we start to get fatigued on that, we start to sink into the supporting shoulder. So it might be that the weights that you're using are too heavy. These are getting very heavy for me. So we'll finish out here. This time we're pressing the left hand away from the right shin and then pulling the right hand away from the left foot. So exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 4, 3, and keep lifting away from the floor. Don't let it go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Extend. Now tuck both shoulders into the sockets for 4, 3. Pull the navel to the spine and relax. Nice job. You can sit back on the heels or turn your toes under. Either way, squeeze your inner thighs and heels together. We'll do that shoulder press. Bring the elbows about shoulder height, and we're just going to up 2. We're exhaling as we push and down 2 and 1 and up 3, 2, 1, down 3, 2. And this is so important to keep those shoulders away from the ears. 2 and 1. Last time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for 4 and 3. Pull the shoulder blades down the back and 1 and relax. Here we go. Last repetition for the lunges. And again, we're not going to lift that high. We're going to use a roller or a wall if we need to. Turn the back toe under. And when I lift, I'm pushing my front foot forward and pushing my back foot backward. And I'm going to let that friction between the foot and the mat give me some stability here. So take a nice deep breath. Exhale, lift, lift, lower. Your choice. Come all the way down or just tap the floor. Lift, lower. Exhale, lift, lift. Inhale, lower, lower. Exhale, lift, lift. Inhale, lower, lower. Last time, exhale, lift, lift. Inhale, lower and lower. Release. Give that leg a rest. We'll switch sides. Now again, turning that back toe under, resting the hands on the hips, tucking the tailbone under, and lifting as we exhale. Exhale, 2, 3, and down, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. I'm getting really tired, so I'm going to take a break here. Exhale, 2. Inhale, I'm coming all the way down to the floor. Last time. Exhale, 2, and inhale, 2. So I have not done strength training for a long time. I'm really feeling it. And if any of you work with trainers or people have different opinions on strength training, my goal here is more of a mental connection with your body, helping you to mentally connect with your body as opposed to building. But I like strength training as a way of mentally connecting because it helps you go into your body. You're doing things that are challenging, so you feel the fatigue in your body. And you're doing things that are simple, so you're not thinking a whole lot about the motion. You can really feel what's going on inside. Let's take it down to the floor and finish out. Relaxing on the floor. And as always, we're going to finish by going inside the body. Now, if you've ever had trouble with this during status hearing, it may have been because you weren't sufficiently fatigued. Hopefully, you can scan your body and feel some kind of sensation right now. So go inside. Feel your right thigh from the inside. Feel your right shin from the inside. Feel your left thigh and your left shin. Feel the backs of the calves. And the insides of the butt cheeks. You may find that after a little bit of exertion, diaphragmatic breathing is a little bit easier. You've forced yourself to breathe a little harder. Kind of warm things up. The beauty of going inside your body and feeling your muscles, feeling your calves, feeling your biceps, your shoulders. You can't do it wrong. Whatever you feel is whatever you feel. Now, the cool thing is, one of these days, or maybe even today, oh my gosh, I got a muscle in the back of my leg. I got two. There's something there that I didn't feel before. There's something there that I can use when I walk that will help me stabilize or keep me from arching my back too much. All these little things you find out if you use the body and pay attention. And it sort of manifests itself. Which is also exciting. I don't really know what to anticipate from day to day. I don't know, where muscles have been locked down and I haven't felt them for years, or they haven't functioned the way they were supposed to. And then all of a sudden, oh, that's right. That's the way it's supposed to feel. It's so exciting. And free, and it's not fattening. It's fun. We've reached the end of our time today. And again, the purpose of this particular session was just to give you an overall body workout. We worked arms, shoulders, chest, a little bit of back, not as much as we could have, waist, thighs, hips, and calves. So give yourself a nice stretch. Gently roll to one side and bring yourself back to a sitting position. I will be hosting Status Strength every Monday and Wednesday from 12 noon to 12:45. I hope that you can join me. I'll also be hosting AM Status Hearings 7 to 7:30 Monday through Saturday. And I'm also going to be here on Tuesday and Thursday evenings for PM Status Hearing, which will be a more relaxing toning down for the night, hopefully helping you to get some sleep. So I hope you can join me for some or all of those. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.